that's good storytelling to me. It's the gap in expectation. And so
Good evening, everybody. This is Cutty Shark, Conversations with Cutty Chalant Magazine, and I have a very esteemed guest tonight, Scott Pryor. Please introduce yourself, sir.
yes, hello everybody. My name is Scott Pryor, and I'm with Pryor Entertainment. And thank you so much for having me on your show. That's awesome.
Yes.
Getting the word out, and it's great to get to know you some, Tim. And we're definitely friends now, and hopefully we'll be able to work together here in the future. So
Yes.
it's great to
Speak
meet.
it. Speak it.
That's right. It's great to meet fellow filmmakers and creatives. So anyhow, that's one of the things I love about going out there and doing this.
Yes.
So we have a film called Tulsa.
Mhm.
And it's a feature film, and we're doing a release with Regal Cinemas. We have an exclusive with Regal Cinemas, and it's coming out in August, towards the end of August. So check Pryor Entertainment, certainly check Pryor Entertainment. We're going to post it there, but Regal Cinemas has it on their webpage and their YouTube channel and all that. So we're just super excited for everybody to see it.
Yes, and please, everybody, please go check the trailer out. I'm going to actually look down here, and this is where you can go see the trailer. Please go see that. I behoove you to go see the trailer. I just saw the movie today. It was amazing. Everybody, I can't wait till you see it. Like you said, it comes out in August. And I'm going to go from the beginning because I want you to talk a little bit about Tulsa in a second. But first, I want to ask you about being a U.S. Marine veteran to trial lawyer to writer, executive producer, director. How did that all fall in line?
Whew, that's a good question. So believe it or not, film, there's always this underpinning in my life with film. So when I was a kid, my dad he'd rent war movies. And so he rented Full Metal Jacket when I was, a young kid. And I remember watching Full Metal Jacket and had a huge impact on me. And, it's a rough movie, and it's very true to form in terms of the boot camp training.
Mm-hmm.
I remember being a little kid, and I said, man, I want to go through that. I want to challenge myself. And so literally the power of that film laid the foundation for me going into the Marine Corps. And so when I was 17, I left home right after I graduated from high school. 2-3 days later, I was in Marine Corps boot camp.
Wow.
And, I was 17, I turned 18 in the Marines and during training, and loved my time there, loved my fellow Marines, and loved serving my country. And so I was in the Marines, and then I got out and I went to school and eventually became a trial lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And so the underpinning of everything is story. I'm always driven by story, and I just have a love of story. So when I'm working in law as a trial lawyer, I represent people who are either killed, I represent the family or the estate, or hurt very badly from like semi-truck wrecks or car wrecks, pedestrian hits. I have a construction case where a crane operator dropped a concrete block of cement on a guy.
Wow.
And really messed him up. He may never walk again, and he's lucky to be alive.
Yes.
So I deal day in and day out with major tragedies in terms of physical, emotional, pain and suffering and death. And so it's important to me as a trial lawyer to get that message across in terms of who is this person, what are they about, what's their life about, and really sit down and get to know my clients, and then be able to tell that story, communicate that story to a jury so that they'll connect with that pain and they'll connect with that suffering and what that family has gone through,
Mm-hmm.
which is extremely important. So I enjoy that about my job. I enjoy fighting for people. We fight against insurance companies day in and day out to get them to pay, my clients' medical bills and all that. So again, it goes to story. I have to demonstrate to the judge and to the jury and the insurance company, this isn't just, this isn't a claim number. This is a person, and here's how their life's been affected. And so I enjoy that, and I enjoy, the Marine in me comes out, and I enjoy the fighting. But again, the underpinning a story. So then what I'll take just people that clients that I meet, and situations that I've gone through, cases that I've handled, and I like to weave that into the stories that I write. They say that truth is stranger in fiction, and
Yes.
the other day I heard the father of one of my clients was just irate about something that had happened and concerning his son's medical care, and he just said literally a couple interesting, unique lines that I won't repeat here, but I thought, man, that would be great. I mean, that is like perfect for a storyline in terms of just, you know, some of the description and things. So I like to pull little golden nuggets from the practice of law and put them in the story, and so I enjoy that. So then transitioning into the film piece, I've always just had this huge creative desire. You know, when I was in high school, I did some acting, and then college, I actually did a Shakespeare play and some acting in college as well. And then I always wanted to return back to it. And so I thought, well, let me couple the stories that I enjoy telling and creating, and just start making films. And so in 2013, we made our first film called The List, and it won awards. It got distribution all over the world. And then our second film was Black Bear, and we made that in 2017, 2018. We released that last summer in a limited theatrical release, and then it was picked up by Amazon and all the VOD platforms. And then in November, it hit Netflix. And so it's pretty cool. That's an underground cage fight film, and really focuses on the struggles that the military goes through. And there's qualities in that, you know, such as redemption and that sort of thing. So we get a lot of feedback from members of the military and just different people on that film, and we're proud of that. That's actually out right now. It's Black Bear, one word, so you can everybody can go and see it right now. And then obviously last summer, right after that was rolled out, we began filming Tulsa, which was filmed in Augusta, Georgia, and so now we're, you know, obviously releasing that. So it's been exciting. It's been a lot of work, but it's been exciting, and I absolutely love it.
It is wonderful. Did you go through the film festival circuit, or it's just coming right to theater?
So we put it in a very large film. It's ICFF, and apparently they get just a ton of submissions. This year they did it online, so it was a different format. Black Bear last year, it was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Trailer, and then Best Male Lead. And so we're excited about that. And but this year, basically, there's been one film festival that we've submitted Tulsa to, and it was up for Best Picture and Best Script, and it ended up winning the Audience Choice Award. So we're excited about that, and you know, we're certainly proud of that. You know, obviously, as you said before, Tim, we don't do films for awards. We do it to help people, but it's always nice to kind of get that pat back.
Yes, and congratulations too. Well deserved.
Thank you.
Especially the best script one.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God. And before we talk about that, I'm trying not to talk about it too soon. I want to know about you and your wife starting Pryor Entertainment.
Sure. So my wife is kind of, you know, my secret weapon. She's a lot of times behind the scenes, so she's staring at me right now about 4 feet away. Made sure I wore a nice shirt and not just a raggy T-shirt, and you know, so she's always been such a huge support for me, and she doesn't like attention. She doesn't like to be in front of the camera, but she is right alongside me, neck and neck. We're in the fight, you know, making these films, and yes. I mean, she deserves 100% of the credit to be by me, and just, she's always been by me, and now she helped us with Tulsa. She's not credited in the writing, I don't believe, but she helped us write, and she's actually developing some of her own original stories, and also helping me with my stories. And she's instrumental because we've been together a long time, and she knows how I think, I know how she thinks. We're very different from each other, so it's kind of a tug of war at times, but it really works. And I think the how will I say it? The tug of war leads to better creation. I'll say that. So anyhow, and also a shout out. I have to shout out to my team who help us made Tulsa and help us made Black Bear in these movies. We could not have done it without the team in place, and every person who helped wore multiple hats and worked very, very hard. And so we're extremely thankful to work with giving people who are really great at their craft. And a huge shout out and thank you, because with them, it wouldn't get done. No way. So again, thank you to all the cast and crew and everyone for working so hard. And I genuinely mean that. I'm not saying that. I'm just so appreciative of them.
I mean, the casting was amazing. Did you have a casting director, or did you do open auditions or something like that?
So Jordan Brown helped us with the casting, and they had 9,000 submissions.
Wow.
And so her and her team, who are awesome, went through and they pared it down and narrowed it down to probably about 10 actors per role. And then they were put on film, and then we called back like the top 3 to 4 to come and live audition if they could. And so they did an amazing job. Shout out to them. I can't imagine, going through 9,000 submissions.
I know.
So,
but they found the greatest, I guess, because that was amazing.
That's right. They did a fantastic job.
Yes. So now, tell us a little bit about Tulsa.
All right. So Tulsa, it was inspired by true events. Part of it was a case I'd worked on, and there's, a lot of the story was fictionalized, and characters were fictionalized, but there were other characters that were just true to life. And so it was kind of it was again inspired, and I just can't give, there's some things I just can't give away, but it was inspired by true events. It was actually a conversation I was having with one of my clients, and they had talked about a daddy-daughter dance. And it just kind of stuck in my mind because we were preparing for trial. And one of the questions, we present to the jury, or one of the questions I ask my clients is, how has the injury affected you or your loved one or whoever I'm representing? How has that affected you from multiple different ways, not only from a physical standpoint, but an emotional? What can't you do now? Well, I can't pick up my grandkids anymore. And I mean, that's horrible. So that's one of the questions I ask. And so then I remember a dad talking about a daddy-daughter dance, and how before his daughter would love to play and just dance all night. And then, after, she went, but they were there for like 10 minutes and had to leave. And so, again, I file these things in the back of my mind. And I was out in Los Angeles after we filmed Black Bear. I was out in Los Angeles. I was actually finishing the first draft of another script called Lost Sons. And I finished that script, and I was flying back home. I'd spent probably a good month out there just kind of rehabbing, and Black Bear was pretty hard physically. So just riding and enjoying the sun and enjoying some friends and everything out there. So I was on the plane back, and I was just thinking, and Tulsa just kind of started hitting my mind. Actually, I had a Coca-Cola, and the caffeine and the sugar really kind of amps me up. And so I just drank a little bit of Coca-Cola, and then they had those little serving napkins there on the plane. And I always carry a pen on me. So I just said, the story just came to me, again, the inspiration of this conversation. So then I just started penning it out. So I kind of outlined the rough scenes in terms of the big turning points on the napkin. And that was how it was formed. And then came back and worked with the team and developed that script. So
and now it's alive.
Now it's alive, and that's what's so great, and that's what's so exciting about having a concept in your mind, putting it together, and then seeing it on screen, and then seeing people affected by it, or getting an email from, we get emails from literally all over the world from our previous films. And it's really cool. As a matter of fact, during Christmas this year, the family was up, we were visiting my mom. And so we get this message on social media where somebody had just watched our very first film, The List, and she said that after watching it, she was inspired, and she felt that God led her to call the suicide helpline.
Wow.
And that she had lost her entire family. She had lost her husband and kids in a horrible wreck. And this wasn't in the U.S.
Right.
And so she said that she watched the film, and then she called the suicide hotline and wanted to reach out. And the film, basically in her words, saved her life, which, I mean, I was blown away. That it was really cool to be a part of that. And of course we messaged her back, and I said, listen, God has a purpose for your life.
Yes,
you need to hang in there. And we got to dialogue back and forth. But who would have thought? We made that film in 2013, and here in, end of 2019, we get this message out of nowhere. So it's very, very rewarding to be able to help people and hopefully, God willing, inspire people through the filming.
Mm-hmm. Well, let everybody know how they can contact you. Well, not contact you, but look at the trailer of Tulsa and things of that nature about the movie, because I'm sure you don't want everybody to contact you.
No problem. All right. So if you go to our website, again, my wife, you see my eyes, I'm not going to hide it.
Lord.
That's right. So if you go to Pryor Entertainment, .com, and Pryor is Pryor. So PryorEntertainment.com. And then we have a YouTube channel as well. And so you can see the official trailers of our different films, and of course, Tulsa. And Pryor Entertainment, of course, we're going to be posting what Regal's and, it's going to be at and that sort of thing. And I know that Regal also has us on their website, and they have us on their YouTube channel as well. So they'll be updating that as well in terms of the viewing. And please, everybody, go out to the movie theater and see it. Because the better opening we have, the longer and better of a chance we get to keep the movie in the theaters. Yes. And so we just, we want to help people, because right now we're in really trying times in this country in terms of just so many different issues. And so we'd like the film to inspire people and have people come together and just have hope. And that's
right. And I will be posting when I find out the release dates and stuff. I promise I will post it. And I will let everybody know, go see it, because they have to see it. I want somebody else to talk to this about it. Now I can't talk to nobody about it yet. So it was that good. It was that good.
That means a lot to me. That means a lot.
And I appreciate you again. And we shall stay in touch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And now I have your number and I have your email. So I'm putting you on the list, and we'll have to, when this thing settles down, we'll have to grab a bite or, hang out. Great.
Definitely.
Definitely see you hopefully at the opening of the film.
Yes. Like, I can't let people see me cry in public. Like, oh, did I say that out loud? I can't tell people that part. Well, that ain't saying nothing about the movie. You cry, laugh in all movies.
That's right. That's right.
So, but yes, everybody, like, go see the trailer. Now check up here and see where the trailer is on YouTube. And I promise you will not be disappointed. With the trailer, is gonna make you hungry for more anyway.
Good.
Yeah. So thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for having me. God bless you, everybody, and thank you so much, Tim, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Scott Pryor, and you're watching Conversations with Cutty for Chalant magazine. Enjoy.